Alright. Alright, I'm a big enough man to admit when I've been a complete and utter prat. And yeah, the lead had just the lead had just fallen out. Let's just pretend the last 10 to 15 minutes just didn't happen. Good lord. So embarrassing. See, this is what old age is to you. You've got all this coming to you. Mark my words. It'll happen to each and every one. Oh. Thanks, Jamal. I do try to please. Yeah, I was going out of my mind trying to figure out what has actually gone wrong. And I thought, surely it couldn't just be the thing that needs plugging back in. There we go. All is well. I'm sorry about that. But what a busy night we've had already. Chat is absolutely chock-a-block. Greetings to all and to all a good evening. Ah, yes to me. Very good. Clyde, I think you were the last one into the chat, so you've got absolutely no room to speak those kind of things. Thank you very much. I have been later, to be honest. I have started the stream at later times. Yeah, it literally popped out the popped out the back. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so very sorry. I'm gonna just quickly catch up with chat just in case there was anything said which I need to reply to. Morgan Freeman already. Yes, very good. Yes, mine. Some Disciples 3 music action. Fantastic. Wow, some Polish. It's an international stream, everyone. Right, there we go. Clyde, you wouldn't know how to work. Clyde, sorry. Clyde, you wouldn't know how to lurk if your life depended on it. I'm at a bit of a lost end at the moment. I do apologise. I'm all over the place. What are we up to? Callbacks fought. You know what I was thinking about doing? I was kind of thinking of using some of the Watchmen upgrades for the archers, because I realised it was probably a bit boring using the hunters again, but it would mean restarting this mission. But it's not like we've done a lot. I'll put it to a vote. If anyone wants me to restart the mission, I will, and I'll use the Watchmen archer units because we've not showcased those units yet. I was a bit lazy and I thought, oh, it's already given us a hunter, sorry, so we'll use that. If people want to, I can restart and we'll go down the lookout or the pyromantium or hydromantium route if you'd like to. Good evening, Jamal. Good evening indeed to mine, to Bizik, to Clyde, to Morgan, to Funny as well. Funny's on the ball. Desperate for a Disciples stream. We could do it the next mission. We've already had stingers. How many missions have we got left? Hopefully more than 3. Because then we'll go down the... We're going to go down the Hovel Hideout kind of route. Then we'll do the Watchmen upgrades. Then we'll go down this route fully. That should work out alright. Alright, we'll keep on going for now then. We'll get a bandit and whatever awaits us in this upgrade structure. Oh, I'm absolutely knackered. Yeah, the streaming best practice states that you must do a test of the stream before you start streaming. Just make sure everything's working all right, and you've seen firsthand why people suggest doing that. Oh, what a farce. Anywho. My apologies to keep you waiting. Let's crack on. If memory serves, we've got a load of units which we can't really attack because they're looking a bit too tough. So let's have a quick recap of what we have on the map. Oh dear God, no. That's Morno, but with beards on. We could potentially do those wolves. Not in that way. the way we could do it, very quickly kill the top wolf, then kind of cheese it and kill this wolf with the archer before we kill that wolf. And wolves aren't too bad a source of experience. I'm absolutely desperate to get another level for Slut Summoner, so we can get him another leadership point. That is imperative, because at the moment he's still weaker than a normal leader, because he's still only got a leadership of 2. So it's vitally important that we get him up to speed. See, all these units are looking far too grisly for us, but at the same time, what are we going to have once we kill this wolf? It means coming all the way back here and then moving all the way back, especially if there's nothing else there for us. Necromancer's probably going to take too long for us to kill, and there's a lot of damage on the front line, so that's probably a no-go. That's not worth the ball ache and all the damage we'll get from those marksmen. Probably the same with that. Just no. As soon as I even see the shade, that's just a no. And these are all probably no as well. So we need to get our eyes on something which is a bit weaker, something a bit more easier to deal with. That's still probably too much. That matriarch on the back line would be a problem. You kill the archer instantly. Mage would at least take 2 hits, but I think the matriarch would almost be able to out-heal the damage that our archer can do. Hi Vizic, how are you doing? Oh mine, how did the images that I sent through Twitter work out? In terms of the backgrounds. How did we end up with this much money? Did we sell those talismans? We did. There we go. Oh, we're rolling in it. Better get our swag on. And build the tribal ground. Quantity in our army 1, that must be the one that Slut Summoner has. The peasant, well, yeah, the peasant is easy. Oh, this peasant. Yeah. I like the way it's the peasant commanding a load of Empire troops. I quite like that thought. As if he's just so charming, he managed to win over the likes of witch hunters and matriarchs onto his side. Good to hear it. Let's have a look around what we got. Is this path going to end? There is a path going off in that direction, so we might be able to be a bit sneaky. Aha! Oh god. Imperial Assassin on the front line, that's literally just rubbing salt in the wounds, isn't it? That's probably looking like too much for us as well. Had we brought forward a normal leader in a normal party, then of course this wouldn't be much of a problem. It's looking like the end of the map. I'm going to do a bit of scouting with an Ent Miner before I send someone in there and waste his turn. And before neutrals have now grow range, yeah, you say that, and I think I have been warned by, I think it was mine, about the traps which exist in this level. So that is a thing. That's still looking like too much. That Master Thug is at least level 5, which is bothersome.
Let's get this over.
It's still fairly slim pickings at the moment. Can I get past either of these units? No, that guy's in the way. And oh, we can get past this one, but we are not taking that city. This map is looking fairly layered in terms of its structure. I mean, we've got one cliff going all the way along with a small gap in between. Is it going to be the same leading all the way up? That is the question. I kind of think that we're going to need another leader to give Slut Summoner some support. We definitely don't need the cash at this point to upgrade structure wise, because we don't even have Bandit in our army, because that's the only thing that we would require another upgrade structure for. We don't even have one of these guys. Hold on a second. Quantity in your army? Oh, that's the number of hunters that we have in our army. I apologise. And then we go for the hideout, which I think was probably about 1500 gold. But that's by the way. Let's get a new army up and running. Who am I in the mood for? Well, if we get the Guardian, we can't call it Clyde because he doesn't have a beard anymore. Hi, Mine. How are we doing? In before is just you read it as you say it. In before. Don't have to type it out. There you go. I'm thinking of getting into the Guardian. Blah, 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 blah. I guess we're going to have to call it past Clyde. For he no longer has a beard. Couple of scouts or one scout and 2 warriors? Guardian for sniping the good units. Oh. Yes. You beat me to it, Jamal. That's me fault. That's alright. Maybe a healer would be good. Yeah, it's all right. Mine, the microphone problem was the fact that the wire popped out the back, and yeah, it's kind of caught me off guard. And I have no idea what I'm doing now. It doesn't really take much to upset, or throw me out of kilter. Sometimes something as simple like that, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like a confused old man. So if I just start talking nonsense, it's probably why. You thought thieves had stolen the microphone because they trusted me. You would think so, wouldn't you? I wouldn't put it past them. Right. So now that we've got past Clyde, what's going to be our first target? Definitely not that. Now, you know, that is definitely an option. We could get an Imperial Assassin from this... what's he blob? Mercenary. Let's just double check how much they cost again. 400 gold. It's cheap at twice the price, isn't it? I'm really tempted. Double Imperial Assassin on the back line. With past Clyde. I think I might save up the money for that. That's definitely worth it. Let's bring him back. There's no point in dismissing those units because we just paid for them. Stick them in the front, stick them in the capital, and then I might go for a double Imperial Assassin on the back line. But then I'd be tempted just to use past Clyde to kill everything. Let's work towards that at the moment. We don't need the money for the upgrade structure just yet. We're not desperate. So let's use the money to essentially just get an epic party. We will eventually end up with this gold mine as well, which will take the pressure off somewhat. Alright, fair enough. Okay, let's bring you that, get the units back in the capital, and make some room for the Imperial Assassins, which we should be able to recruit on the next turn. What was the other thing we could have got as well? Was it an Imperial Knight? For something like 600 or 800 gold. I mean, it's like a no-brainer. Definitely go for the Imperial Assassins. Everyone's favourite disciples unit. Am I invited to join in this discussion as well, mine? I think you probably know my thoughts on this. Try and guess what my favourite unit is. That'll be fun. 2 potion of healing. Good God. Demonologists with a load of undead. How very intriguing. Zombie. It's looking like too much for us to deal with. Still can't get past that unit. Looks like we should be able to sneak past if we go back. Oh, we can't actually get past that city. Fair enough. Alright, so we're not going there. We could probably summon something in there. If only we could warp. That would be fun. Dargoliel Temple. Oh, that's intriguing. Right, let's do it. Throw a caution to the wind. 2 Imperial Assassins. Thank you kindly. Man-at-Arms for 60 gold. Don't think that's worth it. Spearmen for 300. Probably not. Oh, is this a level 2 Spearman? I've never seen this before. I don't remember them. Mercenary camp actually selling different levels of units. That's very interesting. Marauder. It's good. Oh, Jamal's got it. Ah, the lovely death. He just can't resist. I think it's just probably something satisfying about having, if you have a leader and it's very early on in the Undead Saga, so you've got a mage leader and you've got 2 death, swapping them onto the front line and going up against a full weapon-based army and just knowing that there's just nothing they can do about it. It is incredibly cheesable. It's the cheesiest of cheeses. But there's something strangely arousing about it. I'm considering going after these guys. Maybe not. Marksman. I don't think they'd be able to kill the Imperial Assassins. It depends on the initiative rolls that we get. These guys, maybe. I think I might go for that, because then if we attack these guys, then we can just go back to this city. Let's do that. Five death and a Nosferat. The only thing more cheesier than that is probably 5 Elder Vampires and a Nosferat. That's cheese overload, I think. So this guy's only doing 40 damage. I'm wondering if we should actually just take down a Spearman. He's probably the biggest source of damage in all of these, and to be fair, the Marksman's going to go for a backline unit, whereas all these 3 guys are going to go for the same Centaur. So let's try and spread the damage out a little bit evenly. I think go for the Marksman, why not? Probably should have got past Clyde to just wait and then attacked after this guy healed. But hey ho. Yeah, it's a bit of a waste of time. Never mind. Alright, he's taking his turn first, so there's not much point in us wasting the Imperial Assassin's turn on him, because he will die from the poison. Probably get rid of the priest, actually. It's a bad miss. What's your favourite unit, by the way, mine? You just defend a bit more. You just die. I think this went a little bit easier than I expected. I think it was concentrating too much on killing the marksman when I was going through my little strategy in my head, and I realised probably the wrong idea. Go for the spearman, so that's where all the damage is coming from.
Let's get this over.
You know what, I'm slightly tempted to swap out the hunter for an Imperial Assassin now. They're just too good and so cheap. I'm tempted to buy more Imperial Assassins and just throw them in the cities that we've garrisoned now. The nerfed death. What's the nerfed death?
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Son of Emir is pretty cool. Death in Disciples 3 just looks amazeballs. Holy Avenger is good. I quite like the art style of Angels as well. Yeah, that's right, Prophetess. Yes. The dwarf unit at the end of the Elven Saga.
Don't make an old man stand around in this
Can't remember that one. It was super effective. Fantastic. I think curiosity's just got the better of me. Let's have a look, see what's in this Dargonial temple or whatever it was called. It's looking quite tempting. Still a lot of damage from the marksman though. Probably not. I don't think this is very doable. Even with Imperial Assassins.
Oh, that's
That's a definite no. That's a definite no. I mean, even if we do manage to win in this fight, there's not really that much experience for us. It's going to be mainly coming from the marksman. Let's have a quick tour of the area. No, that's not like too much damage. This is going to be a fairly awkward one to get through with Slot Summoner, I fear. Okay. I think we're going to have to rely a lot more on spells. So we're going to have to research some. Sad thing is that we've only got one source of growth mana at the moment. I might do some scouting in this area.
What do you need?
And hope that we have some more mana there. And in the meantime, I'm going to need something to throw at them. Let's start with the tier 1 spells. Do we have the other tiers? I think we got up to tier 3 last time, didn't we? What's in tier 4? Avalanche inflicts 60 points of earth damage at the centre of the spell area. What does that mean, centre of the spell area? Does that mean its area of effect? Maybe? Gust inflicts 75 points of air damage to target units. Mold reduces by 80 the armour of target units. Is there there's no unit with a base armour of 80, surely? Galleon's Curse reduces by 33% the damage inflicted by enchanted units. That's quite nice, actually. And Galleon's Boon adds 50 hit points. So presumably that adds to the maximum amount of hit points that the units can have. Very intriguing. Hi Veril, is it me or is my webcam just completely frozen? Because I'm looking at my preview and I seem to be stuck in the same pose. A very confused pose at that. No, I'm still stuck there. I am still alive. Is the microphone still working though? That's the main thing. Oh, good. Thank God for that. I've no idea what's going on with the webcam. I can. I look absolutely horrified though. Yes, the quest.exe has stopped working. I do apologise. Let's see if I can refresh that. The screen is. If I click outside the window for disciples, it does go black for some reason. It doesn't keep the game running when I click outside the window. That's the problem. Oh, no audio. Well, the game audio will stop as well because the game kind of just stops. Let's take the webcam off just for a second. Why would it just suddenly stop? That's weird. Oh, I've got nothing now. There's nothing coming up for the webcam anymore. This is weird. Oh well. I'm sorry. Do you know what I'm going to have to put in there instead? I'll troubleshoot this later. I'm going to take the webcam off. And, oh, the image is gone as well. Where's the image gone? I must have deleted it. Let's replace it with something else. What can represent me? Can it be this? There we go. That'll do. There's me. There's quest cam in the corner. Whoops, there we go. I've no idea what's going on. Let me just. I'm going to try one more thing. I'm really sorry about this. It's just one thing after another this evening. It's just silly. Let's reinitialize the webcam. There's something that's popping up there, but it's not anything that looks like me. Fine, I'm gonna have to get rid of that, and we're going with Slut Spectre instead. Sorry, I'm sure she's better to look at than I am. Anyway. God, it's literally one thing after another tonight. So I have no idea why the webcam would just suddenly stop working. I do apologise. Anyway, carrying on. This feels a bit weird now. You'd think it would feel weird with my camera actually transmitting, but it to be honest, it feels weirder now, knowing that you can't see me. Please send in donations for a new webcam. It's PO Box Yesterquest. I shall ignore that one. Jamal, thank you very much. Yeah, cheeky bugger. Your questions of the day. The favourite unit. Because I did respond, but I'm assuming you didn't hear. It's Death, of course. I like all the weapon immune weapon immune units. Although, as Jamal said, they are incredibly cheesy, but just so much fun to use. They are by far the most powerful, not so much powerful, but broken units, depending on the situation. Do I really want to summon the Ent Miner? I do want to save the mana up for some spell castings. That is the question. I really want to just try and beat these guys down. It seems to be the most convenient thing to do, because then we can just move freely between the capital and this entire area. I get the feeling I'm going to run into a trap though, so I'm going to do a quick save though.
Stand around in this weather.
I'm going to try the webcam again. Still nothing? No. This is just so bizarre. How strange. Oh well. Moving on, let's do some casting action. No, don't want Ent Miner. I thought I researched a spell. I was interrupted by my horrified expression, wasn't I? Bramble or... oh, it's just bramble. Earth damage. That'll do. Ah, made me play Disciples again. In terms of playing Disciples again, it's always Disciples 2. And I would say, I think it's just got a lot of replayability, to be honest. I think it takes a very certain type of game or very, very good design to give a game such replayability. And it's to do with the customization of your army,
Let's get this over.
the main leader that you kind of nurture through to such high levels of power. And I like the feeling of taking that initial leader, which is very weak to begin with, and just seeing them grow into something much more powerful. But mainly the replayability. That and the fact I normally wait maybe, I would say about 2 or 3 years before I play Disciples again. So at that point I've forgotten most of the stuff, and I'm still surprised by the likes of probably the traps in this mission. Now you see, we can probably do this. We can probably do this battle, but is it really worth it for all the damage that we're going to take from this Master Thug?
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Yeah, they do become fairly godlike. I mean, it gets to the point where, you know, in the last mission or so, the leader themselves are powerful enough to defeat entire armies. I don't think that's an overstatement. I'm gonna put Clyde in here. Level that up. Interesting thing. I had a comment on one of the YouTube videos from... I'm trying to remember the person's name, I do apologise, but I don't think I can remember, who said that a surefire way to make sure that the enemy or the AI won't attack your cities in Disciple Sacred Lands is putting two space units in the garrison, and then apparently they just don't touch it. Now this is not tested by myself, but that viewer mentioned that, which is very interesting. So I'm wondering if it would also carry forward to Disciples too. I'm wondering if the AI kind of, it designates each unit with what can only be described as a threat factor, and the 2 space units carry with them a higher threat. Are we going to be able to kill this Necromancer in one hit? That's the question. He starts off with 105 HP. It looks like he's down to just under half. So he could still have roughly around about 50 HP left. I'm going to wait one turn and do some more spells, I think.
What do you need?
Because I'm a pussy. What the bloody hell's Hooney Pop? Am I going to have to Google this? Hooney Pop. Hooney Pop on... oh, it's on Steam. What is it? Good lord. But if you done a Google image search on this, that's definitely not safe for work. Right, oh I see, yes. Oh, you're having a laugh, aren't you? Yeah, take the piss out of Old Man Yesterquest. I did.
Must we stand
You little cheeky bugger, you. It's a good job I'm not at work. Anyone watching this at work, don't Google Hooney Pop or Honey Pop or even Hiney Pop. That's what it should be called. Who can we go after next? Probably a young peasant boy.
Stand around all day?
We'll wait until Clyde is healed up fully first then. Alright, let's just skip this turn, I think. It's banned from Twitch. Well, there you go. Right then. I think this is good to go. If we do manage to do this, it's going to be a lot of experience. Necromancers tier 3, zombies and level tier 2. I think we only need to cast one spell. I think that's going to be enough. Although this guy's going to take a lot of damage in the first turn. Going to get attacked by both zombies. What's his initiative? Yeah, he's only got initiative of 40. That's quite sad. Might just have to sacrifice him. I think it's worth it just to get some of the experience. Okay, please hit him. Thank you very much. Oh, that miss will come in very useful indeed. Right. Right in the middle. If we attack, he's going to do 65 damage. That's not going to be enough combined with the 45. Or is it? That might actually. Haha, lovely stuff. This could not have gone better, I don't think. There you go. Splendid for us. Ah, the power of gardening. I almost spat out my tea. 106 XP. That is just sexmongus. Right, definitely get you back to the capital. Heal up your Centaur Strider. And maybe even turn our sights this way. Have a go at these wolves. Because I definitely think we can do that. Aye? What do I love about Disciples other than the gameplay? Good question. 69% off price off. Yes, of course it would. Why wouldn't it have 69% off? Brilliant. What do I love about Disciples other than the gameplay? The art style, the atmosphere, the lore, the feeling that it's just completely unique, I think.
Must we stand around all day?
I don't think I can hand on heart say that I've ever played a game like Disciples in terms of just the way it plays. Maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe no one wants to copy Disciples. Maybe it's not popular enough. I don't care. It's a bloody good game. And I always feel as if it's something unique whenever I play it.
Stand around all day?
I'm getting all teary-eyed. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. I hope you agree. If not, you're banned. Not really. Are we going after these mushes? Archer will go down instantly, so will Mage. A little bit concerned about the Centaur Lancer, but I don't think we've got a lot to worry about. Let's go for it. I think the feeling of mixed emotions. Interesting. Bit of love and hate going on. I also like the fact that, and spoilers coming up here, so if you don't want to listen to us spoil it, story wise, stop listening for about a minute. Pretty much all of the sagas end in misery when you think about it. The Empire, yes, they vanquish Uther, but the Empire is completely knackered. They've lost their Emperor. They don't have a clue what they're doing. The Undead, yes, Mortis manages to resurrect Galleon, but he's absolutely well pissed off and gives her the boot. And she goes mental.
What do you need?
The legions, the only thing that they managed to do was literally just cling on to dear life. And the clans, the only thing that the clans managed to accomplish is averting the apocalypse or some craziness like that. Not entirely sure about the elves. It's been a while since I've played the elves, but I'm sure some bullshit happens which makes them miserable. Anywho. Yes, I think this is looking good. Let's give it a go. Then we can just quickly scurry back to this city. That is probably not going to happen,
Must we
so...
stand around all day?
Lots of cities I've just noticed around here. 3 in a very, very close proximity. Imperial Assassin will kill you instantly. Well, plus poison. Maybe go for this Witch Hunter actually. I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Beryl. While not perfect, is unique and funny to play constantly without getting old. Simply because there's no other game like it, so you always feel as if you're playing it. You're playing a fresh new game. Oh bollocks! He only does 40. I thought he was enough to kill this archer. Oh well. How much damage does this guy do? 30. That's not going to be enough to kill the Witch Hunter plus the poison, so you can just defend. You are dead, sir. Does this one cure? That's the problem. Damage it does. How annoying. Let's get rid of this guy. Problem with past Clyde is that he has the same initiative as a melee unit. Normally with ranged units you're pretty much assured of, you know, attacking before the melee units. That's normally their thing. To be honest, Veril, when looking at what some of the chat was like before this, I honestly thought you said could it use a little bit more Polish? Maybe that's just me, I'm sorry. Extra actions are abilities on one unit rather than doing the same thing. Yeah, that's true. I think that's what they tried to bring in Disciples 3. I think that's the kind of thing that we're going for, because instead of, for instance, instead of the Imperial Assassin attacking and applying poison at the same time, he can either attack or do a poison attack. So you've got a little bit of flexibility. It takes a little bit away from the Imperial Assassin himself, because you've got to choose between poison or weapon damage. But that's applied evenly to all the other units as well. Don't forget the three missions in the other 4 races. Yeah, that's true, alright. Point well made. If the Disciples 3 fandom community was live, it would make maps to be... Yes, it would actually. It would indeed. I think you'd see some absolutely mental maps. You know, both good and bad. Have you seen any good fan art? There is some on DeviantArt, I believe. I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head. There's a very good, I think, Pandemonious piece of artwork on there. You can also, if you do some digging, I think it might require looking on the Russian site for Disciples, bring up some artwork which was for the Mountain Clans expansion for Disciples 3, and some of that looks incredible. In one word, it makes me so sad that they didn't release that expansion, because it looked magnificent. Some of the artwork I've seen for the dwarves, which are my least favourite race, but it still looked absolutely fantastic. Let's grab ourselves a temple and heal this little douche. 196 gold. Better be worth it. Yeah, I think we should go after these wolves. Looks good. So the Polish. Honestly, I have trouble sometimes looking at the word Polish and Polish. And differentiating between the two. Because I'm weird. Russia is definitely dominating the community. I didn't realise the Russians were so into strategy games. That really came as a surprise. I thought they were really loyal to the Disciples series because it was a Russian developer. But then, whenever you look at the listings for the likes of Heroes of Might and Magic, that's all Russian players as well. So they've just really got a thing for strategy games, it would seem. Gosh, should have got him to attack. My bad. Oh, for God's sake. Thank you. Right, so we need to be careful with this one. We don't want to kill this wolf until... Sorry. Yeah, we don't want to kill this wolf until the one at the back is dead. Otherwise, the one at the back will have access to the centaur. What's his face? So we're going to have to do a couple of rounds of defending, I think. So we'll probably whittle this wolf down to low health if we really want to. Yeah, you can attack, that's fine. It's one thing I've not played around with actually, Feral, which is the mods for Heroes 3. And to be honest, it might shock some people, but I've never really played through Heroes 3 at all. I'm wondering if it's got to the point where, because I've played Heroes 5 and 6, I want to play Hero 7, but to be honest, I did some beta testing and it ran very strangely on my machine, which is not underpowered by any means. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, so I'm wondering if I've kind of spoilt the opportunity to play Heroes 3 by playing Heroes 5 and 6 first. Because let's face it, it's not aged incredibly well. But by all means the strategy is there, it just doesn't look as pretty. Will I play the extra 3 missions with the sluts? I don't see why not. Do you think that would be fun? I'm just wondering if at that point the sluts are just too powerful. Well, Slut Summoner won't be, let's face it. He's the one that gets less powerful as time goes on. I think we can probably wrap this up now. No, we attacked. I knew he was going to do that. No way. Never mind. How much XP? 90, yes. That pleases me.
What do you need?
Yeah, I think I quite fancy playing the extra 3 missions. I've only played through those missions once, and at this point I can remember very little of them, so I would very much enjoy playing through those again. I honestly can't remember if Strategy First is a Russian developer. I think the other one is Akala, who did Disciples 3. Is it Akala or .dat? One of the two is Russian. Because of course it was released in Russian as well. Disciples 2 was released in Russian as well, I believe, with Russian voice acting and all that. So maybe Strategy First is Russian. I can't quite remember. They're into strategy games because they're preparing for war. Yeah. You ever seen Putin streaming? It's great fun. I'm going to try the webcam again. I'm just intrigued. No, there's definitely something strange happening with this webcam. Maybe I need to reset it completely. Reset size. Reset cropping. Oh! Hello. What's going on? Oh, sorry. You can see that. Oh, I've gone weird again. And now you can see the tears in fabric of space time and all that. Oh, well, this has just gone really weird. The web, it's still gone funny. Can I just refresh this? Bear with me a second. it's getting worse. How about refresh it now? Oh, there's nothing in the device list now. Oh, the webcam lights have gone off as well. It's gone into complete meltdown. Well, that's a change from the last time, isn't it? Whee! Anyway, let's get rid of that. Let's put Slut Spectre back on. I'm really sorry. We're going to have to go without the webcam for now.
Make an old man stand around in this weather.
Hi Murphy, how are you doing? Sorry, we're just full of bugs this evening. It's literally falling to pieces before my very eyes. Anyway. Yes, Farrell, I would agree with that. 6 is... If 6 hits, misses the mark, I think, sometimes in a lot of ways. 5 is definitely the best game out of the two. No idea what to think about 7. It looks alright. It looks too much like 6, if you ask me. Heroes of Might and Magic we're talking about, by the way.
Make an old man stand around in this weather.
Yeah, that's true, Jamal. It even happens in Disciples' Sacred Lands. It is nice. Thinking back and thinking, oh, it was a good game, let's play it again. You think, oh, I can't play this. It just looks so much worse than Disciples 2. I can't do it. I can't bring myself to it. It's like pretending your child is beautiful when it's really ugly. Deep down, you know it's ugly. But you think, oh, he's a beautiful boy or a beautiful girl, something. But no, it's an ugly kid.
What do you need?
Anyway. Strategy First was Canadian. Ah, there we go. Yes. Thank you for the correction, Murphy. I don't think it was until Disciples 3 it got a Russian developer. I've not tried unplugging it and plugging it back in. Shall I try it?
Must we stand around all day?
Fine, I'm going to try unplugging it and plugging it back in. Maybe this USB's fell out as well. Maybe all the USBs are falling out. One moment.
Must we stand around all day?
No. Is it still going? It's not exploded. God, I'm too old to be crawling around on the floor. Oh, it's disgraceful. The lead game designer at Strategy First for Disciples is now the creative director at Ubisoft.
Must we stand
Really?
around all day?
Murphy with the insider information. It's very interesting. You would have thought if that happened, then Ubisoft would actually make some decent games. Right, let's see if this
Stand around all day?
has affected anything. Let's see if we can refresh. Ooh, the webcam is showing up in the device list. This looks good. This looks good. Right, let's get rid of you, Slut Spectre. You have been dismissed. No! it's Why is it still doing this? I'm not dead. I'm not dead. I'm actually alive. Put it back there. Put you back there. Am I just going to have to leave it like this? I mean, it's not that bad. It's a better pose than what it was before. Crying out loud. Let's have a look at the properties of this game again. It's definitely showing up in the disciples. The not the disciples. In the device thing now. No, it's just had a complete freak out, hasn't it? Maybe should I just leave it there? No, that looks stupid. It makes me look like I'm dead. There's lots of spectres coming back. Oh god, this is far too stressful.
Must we stand around all day?
Clyde, can you do anything with that? That frozen webcam. Can you do it so I've got like an anime mouth, so the mouth moves, but nothing else on the head moves. Excuse me. Maybe I am dead. I don't feel dead.
Must we stand
If I am
around
dead,
all
then
day?
death is great. You know, it's just the same as life. Anyway. Past Clyde, you're going back there for some healing.
Oh, Lascelles.
Right. What's next on our delectable menu of death? We should probably send the Centaur Strider back for some healing. We're doing no more summoning because I think we need to completely save our magic for spellcastings. Speaking of which, we should probably eye up our next target. That's looking like a waste of time because I think if we got the marksman down to the point where he can be one-shotted, all the other guys would be dead. I want at least to get some decent experience out of it. Maybe these guys would be alright. I think we probably would have to spell these guys to death. Take down the warlock initially. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Let's work on this one then. A couple of brambles this turn, then one more bramble in the next turn, then we should be alright, maybe? We might be short slightly. What's the opposite of the sadist? Happiest? Maybe? Haha. Use MS Paint to edit. Could you use MS Paint to just create a series of slides and then make it into a GIF? Okay, this looks good. No, don't want to do that. Looks like we're going to need one more. I can't allow these guys to keep on going. Yeah, that ghost would be too annoying, especially if she did manage to paralyze someone. I think this should be good.
Oh, Lascelles.
Centaur Strider's in the right place. I'll get him healed just in case. He's on the top, so he will get attacked by the zombie in the first turn, but once we've summoned a tree in, blocks the zombie off.
What do you need?
That
Let's get this
Centaur Lancer needs a bit more healing. I think it's Windows 10. I think just Windows 10 just really hates my computer. It hates my microphone because whenever I do a big Windows 10 upgrade, the microphone goes all crackly. And now it's got it in for my webcam as well. It's disgraceful behaviour. Anyway, let's go for it. So instant death to this guy. He's going to get attacked by both of those. That's fine. You can take it. Slut Summoner has a little orgasm, which produces a tree. Because that's disciples. Oh, another one. We should be alright. Should be a decent amount of experience just with these two-tier units. Oh, there we go. Bandito. Lawless bandit is a scourge upon suspecting travellers. Marvellous. 2 lots of 30 damage. You get to attack twice with him, which is great fun. Yeah, how much for slot summoner? Still quite a lot. Still about 7 to 800 XP. That's what I'm desperately trying to say.
Let's get this over with.
Okay, that's as good for this turn, I think. You're gonna name your Rod Legion, Rod Planter, Slut Masochist, or similar, because she's been tortured in hell and so on. I don't know actually. I'm open to suggestions. Scary slut. It's sounding a bit like the Spice Girls now. Baby slut, and what was it? Sporty slut. I can just see the Disciples version of the Spice Girls go down a storm. Don't like that Spectre. That would be a problem.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
No, that's just too much damage with the Skeleton Champion in the top. What we got here? That's just not going to happen. Let's face it. Can maybe do this. See, what I like about the bandit that we've got now, 2 lots of 30 damage, is if we can whittle these guys down so they can both be killed with a 30 shot. It's probably not going to happen because I think the Shade has about 105 HP. Then the bandit could potentially take down both of them, but it's not going to happen. Well, that's pretty much summed it up, Clyde. That's what I meant when I said I just love the lore in Disciples too. That's just a little snippet of the Disciples Bible. The origin of life. Can you explain what super reincarnation is? Are you reincarnated as 2 things at the same time and you control both of them? Who's going to be the next victim for Clyde? Mage can be one-shotted, Cleric can be one-shotted. I quite like the look of this one. Huron. In fact, both of these look good. Whoops. Can we get to him in 1 turn? No. Alright, fine. I'll at least send him off.
Let's get this over with.
You see Super Jesus and Super Satan. Is this the equivalent of Batman vs Superman? Is this what Marvel has lowered itself to? It's actually pitting Jesus against Satan now. Still not looking good. Possibility would be we'd need a lot of mana to kill that axe thrower. Just keep on throwing spells at these guys until we've got the alchemist and crossbowman ready to one-shot with the bandit. Then I think we could do it, but it's just going to take absolutely tons of mana. That's the problem. How come he's a super perf just because he talks about me? Yeah. You can perv over anything you want, but as soon as you mention yes to quest in a pervy way, you're a super perv. I get it. Alright, let's get the mage. Yeah, let's him done. Imperial Assassin can take another hit. But we could kill Uron so he doesn't get another turn. Or we could go for a knight. Otherwise the Centaur Lance is going to take a lot of damage. Maybe we should do that. Well, he's going to take all the damage anyway. Fine. Let's see, if we get this guy to defend, he might even be able to just about get through this. We kill you. No! Why do you miss? Alright, the Imperial Assassin will just about survive another attack from Udon, or whatever his name is. I can't remember. Let's get these guys to wait. Get the healer to miss her turn, or just waste it. Excellent. If that poisons, then we're good. Yes, excellent. He's going to take another shot. Ooh, he lost the Centaur Lancer after all that. Ah, I hate it when they change the target at the last minute. Never mind. Some nice experience for the Imperial Assassins and Clyde, at the very least. And a level up for Clyde. To boot. Well done, you sir. Potion of restoration for your troubles. I love it when they reward a fight where you get damage with something which heals damage. Net gain nothing apart from a bit of experience. When you say lost the stream, does it just go like, does it start buffering, Feral? I keep on getting the feeling that Twitch is still not ironed out these problems with European servers. Or servers in general, really. I think they were having problems yesterday as well. Let's go for some pathfinding for Clyde. Are we venturing on to lands unknown? Let's have a look. I think it's worth a try. For unguarded treasures aplenty. Ooh, nice. Well, that was a bit underwhelming, wasn't it?
What do you need?
Okay. You need a resurrection, and then might even upgrade this one. Yeah, let's grow the city, so these units will regenerate a bit quicker. Quite surprised we've not seen any of the other lords at the moment. That makes me suspicious. Very suspicious at that. We do seem to be on fairly good terms with the dwarves. I mean, that's, I don't know how, but our little relationship meter is going higher. Oh bollocks, I'm going to try the webcam again. It's really annoying me. Oh, is it just stuck again? No. Why? Why, Super God? Why would you do such a thing? Let's have another quick look at the webcam thing. Should I go into the configuration? Does that help? Refresh. No. No. No, I'm still stuck. I'm gonna have to sort it out for the next stream. I do apologise. I'm playing on hard, mine. we played on normal for the Empire Saga, and I thought it was a bit too easy, probably because it was the Empire, and the Rod Planter is just a very good healer. So after that we went on hard difficulty, and when we did the Undead one, I still thought it was a little bit on the easy side, so we've left it on hard.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Oh, shut up. Oh, why Master Thugs? Never mind. So, if memory serves, I think axe throwers have around about 65 excuse me, 65 HP. So he's going to be able to withstand 4 lots of the spells that we have.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
But these two guys have HP in the region of around about 100. So I think once we've... Yeah, I think we can start throwing spells at them now, and by the time we've finished throwing spells at them every turn, we should be in a position to finish them up. Play hours on very hard. Is that a rule for disciples, or a rule for other things? If you catch my drift.
Hurrah!
Oh, that's
Also get you being elite just because you're playing very hard. But well done. Right, time to go back. I can't be bothered dealing with this bullshit. We'll get to this place by other means. We'll probably go through this one instead. Just one Master Thug instead of 2. That's always a welcome sight.
oh, that's
Maybe that's why the AI hasn't got hasn't got to us yet. I'm sorry. I'm choking on my own incompetence. It's probably because there's so many powerful sentry units just completely bottlenecking these areas, and the AI just can't get past. At least that's the idea. Anyway, more spells for these little beard fanatics. It's always nice when you get to know a game so well that you can confidently play it on very hard or the highest difficulty setting. I'm going to get this guy just to stand outside near the dwarves, and then we'll pick them off in the next turn. I think that should be doable. I apologise if we've not made much progress in this stream. It's been completely plagued by things just completely going tits up and whatnot. That I'm growing increasingly more obsessed with the webcam just shitting itself. That axe thrower is clinging on for dear life. Alchemist is healing a lot every turn as well. They're all healing a lot every turn. Just not doing enough damage to them.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
I'll make you do whatever you want, actually. Or whatever I want, should I say. Oh well. So we can kill the axe thrower in one turn, or one hit should I say, which leaves us with another arrow from the bandit to launch against probably the alchemist. The alchemist is very dangerous, let's say. I'm going to give it a go. I'm quietly confident. Don't have anything else we can use, can we? Potion of striking. Well, it's not that much use.
If I must.
Tits up is never a bad thing, of course, Clyde. So everyone is level 1 or their equivalent. We've got no higher level units to worry about. This guy's going down though. And we've got one shot left to attack the... I'm still tempted to go for the alchemist. But if the alchemist... I'm assuming the alchemist would give another turn to the warrior, because he's doing the most damage. Can't imagine he would go for the crossbowman. I'll go for him. Centaur Strider gets to go first, which is excellent because the dwarves are as slow as our melee units, so we're going to get just to defend, I think. So we can weather the blows. Yep, give it to the warrior, which is a complete waste of time now that he's blocked from the Centaur Strider. In which case, killing the alchemist is not much of a priority now. I'm going to get rid of this crossbowman. Oh, fantastic. That was an excellent damage roll. Should I get this guy to defend? Even if he does, this warrior's going to kill him anyway, so let's just use him for something. Okay. You can keep on defending, just in case. I get overly paranoid. I just think if we don't get this guy to defend, the alchemist will use it on the dwarf. Just to troll us. Excellent. Bandits coming in, extremely useful. The only downside to having the double attack is, of course, that he's got 2 chances to miss as well. Which can be a bit of a problem, but it's never usually that bad when you get to this point because you've got the likes of banners and other things to make up for that. Splendid. Played a fan-made map for the Mountain Clan in Disciples 2. Played it on very hard. It was difficult as hell, but fun. Map bug happened. Skipped a mission, and I was underleveled. Whoa! That sounds like a challenge in itself. That map bug is really strange. I wonder if it is just your version, Mine, that it happens to. Holy Avengers and Defenders of Faith, you're going to have a bad time, absolutely. Right, let's see what we got. 112 XP. That'll do for me. Slot summon is well on the way. Potion of Healing. That was a bit random. Actually, I won't use it yet. Probably getting back to the capital for some healing if we need to. Right, who is the next victim? That's the question. I get the feeling we're going to have to save up some more mana before we're ready for the next fight. It could well be Windows 10.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Shush. Windows 10 has been playing absolute hell with some of my stuff. We've got 3 wolves there, that's probably going to be too much for us. Whoops, clicked outside the window, I do apologise.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Planning on playing Saga again. Can't export your leader. It's a bit of a shame. I hate it when something really stupid like that happens and ruins it. Like all the mysterious bugs in Disciples 3, for instance. Wow. Ruins of Pesmergia. I went all out on that name.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
I wonder if this is worth going after. Can we kill the shade in one shot? We pretty much would have to, otherwise we'd be completely at the mercy of RNG. And as we already know, RNG hates me.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
Just too many high tier units, I think, at the moment. These guys might be alright. Let's first of all send them to the capital so you can get healed. And then, if nothing else, I think we'll probably just get these guys in our sights for the next target. Not a huge amount of damage on the front line. Try and just take down the archers as soon as possible, really. Or the ruins of Pesmergia. One would hope so with a name like that. I'm guessing we could just trigger it with a summoned unit though. At least I would hope so. Anyway, you're going there for some healing. Who are we using Pascline for? I don't want to overuse Pascline. I think Pascline is primarily useful for getting rid of the likes of these parties, where I don't think we could even take these guys down, even with the help of spells. With Slut Summoner, that is. Whereas with Pascline, with 3 very powerful units on the back line to take out that shade, I think it's much more doable. Could do it now. Don't think his Centaur Lancer would have a very good time up against this party though. We'll definitely be able to kill the shade.
Must we stand around all day?
Oh, but shut up. Give him that potion of restoration just in case. It's just, I'm just worried about the Centaur Lancer being able to withstand all that damage. It's not going to take much to level him up though, so maybe we should just go after these guys with the marksman. Let's do that. That might be enough. You recommend a few maps that you played from fans of Disciples too. Interesting. There's one for each race, but not for the undead hordes. No. How can they leave out the best race? Let's get rid of this guy, I think. Are we able to build anything? Probably. Can't remember how much money we have. Could do with the last upgrade structure for the archer. Failing that, we're probably going to need the Thieves Guild at some point. I guess Thieves would make our life a little bit easier. The only problem I have with that is that I don't get on very well with Thieves, because they don't trust me anymore. There's a Centaur Strider. Sadly, the Imperial Assassin took a lot of damage, so we're probably going to have to take Clyde back for some healing. I'm tempted just to wait a little bit longer to get the upgrade structure for this guy, and then we're sorted. I don't think we need to build anything else then, other than the Thieves Guild, and then we can start thinking about getting some thieves on the go. I could do, yeah. It's whether we're going to use healers. That is a good point actually, because when Slut Summoner levels up, he will have another space in his army for another unit. We could even give him a mage. I've not shown any of the mage units yet throughout any of the previous missions, so that would be a good thing to do. If I recall correctly, I think the Elven mages have a fairly interesting attack, or an ability linked to their attack, should I say.
What do you need?
Okay, you need to go back.
I
Probably not wise. Unless we could thief him to death. It is going to take a while for this guy to level up, so he could just go for it. Let's see. Let me see. Let's go for it. Let's get the guild. Clyde, you're welcome to them. Because they're useless. They've not served me very well anyway.
Make it quick.
Right, come on. Make yourself useful.
With pleasure.
70% chance to poison. That's good. And another. If we can get them to the point where they've only got 30 HP left, then we can take out 2 of them with the bandit. That is my thinking.
Liaga? With pleasure.
The next mission could be devastating. There's a mini time limit in the beginning, and then you need to protect. Thanks, Clyde. You always give me the best news I could possibly hope for. And you always make me face the next mission with a certain amount of dread. Can you just go north of the thing? Can you not just do that? Can you not just go up there? Oh, that'll do.
With pleasure.
Just want to leave this area open so Slut Summoner can get to him. Excellent. These thieves are very competent all of a sudden. Okay. I think it's probably time we get some spells on the go. Might, of course. I think that's looking good. Trying to remember just how much HP the wolves have. 60, 150 odd, or something like that. Quite Clyde. Konuyaro. Ooh, we've got a chance to kill one of them. Come on, get 32, 32. Oh yes, lovely boy. He can withstand the damage from these two, that's fine. Will you get enough experience to level up? No. It was a nice thought. Not gonna happen though. But surely you're such a genius that you don't have to spell genius correctly. You don't have to worry yourself with such trivialities as spelling. 730 experience. We're slowly clawing our way to greatness with Slut Summoner.
What do you need?
I'm liking the fact that he's got a little party of thieves now. I probably should have thought about this earlier. Gives us a lot more options. Where's the best place to use them though? Should we go after these guys? Who knows? I say let's just get Slut Summoner to move around the map with his entourage of thieves. And then we'll just test it. We'll see what kind of chances of success we get in terms of poisoning them. And then we'll just try to hammer them with the poisons. Alright, I think we can do these guys. Sorry, that was a poor choice of words. I think we can beat those guys, let's say. Past Clyde can stay there. We do need to heal up Slut Summoner's melee unit,
Liaga?
but we can do that with the extra cash we have, I think.
Liaga?
Slut thieves. I guess it would be slut stealers.
Liaga? Liaga?
Let's get this over with.
Stealthy slut, maybe. I could indeed, Clyde. Yes. I'm not taking my contact lenses out in a hurry. That's when I drop them on the floor. And I don't know whether you've seen Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but whenever I drop my contact lenses on the floor, it turns into that scene from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids when he's like suspended, using a series of pulleys and like a harness suspended over the floor with a magnifying glass, trying to find the kids. That's me with my trying to find my contact lenses when I drop them on the floor, through fear of standing on one of them and smashing them,
Make it quick.
because they are incredibly hard contact lenses. They're like little pieces of glass. I wear very hard gas permeable ones. 65%. I quite like that. It's more than 50%. Anything more than 50%, I'm willing to give it a go. Splendid. Probably shouldn't have done it this turn. I should probably wait until the next turn and then get 2 poisons per thief.
Oh, la cell.
So the thinking around this one is, each poison, as you can see, it deals damage based on a percentage of the HP of the unit. So based on this, if we can get all of these units' HP down to a certain percentage, the bandit should be able to pick 2 of them off instantly. Probably the Shade, and probably one of the Initiates as well, I would say, because his Centaur Strider, which still needs healing, I'll use a healing potion or something, should be able to withstand the attacks from the front row. In theory, of course.
You found me.
I also need mine to see far away. I think my prescription is something crazy like minus 10. But I've got huge amounts of astigmatism, you know, that where it's to do with the shape of your eye. I've got very misshapen eyes, it would seem. I was probably beaten up as a baby or something. It would explain a lot. Right, let's see what we can do with these boyos. Poison, good start. More poison, even better start.
You found me.
Well, let's move you around. Ugh, unprecedented success with the poisoning. Good lord. Am I going to push my luck by going a bit more? I think I probably am. No, I'm not. I'm going to cast a spell instead. To take down those initiates. I was going to call them initiatives. I always try to call them initiatives. I didn't kill them. Well, that's just bloody marvellous. Oh, let's do another one. This is a complete throwing everything at them plus the kitchen sink.
I am here.
Alright, that's great. The fighters are still alive. This is what we needed. Kill the Shade and maybe even the zombie on the first turn with the bandit.
If I must.
Excellent. This is just what we need. 2 of the most powerful units down. Hopefully lots of experience to be had from this one. Shade is a tier 3. Zombie of course is tier 2, sorry. Splendid. 69. That reminds me of Hooney Pop. I think we can probably just keep on going, to be honest. Imperial Assassin is quite scary. Maybe go after these guys. Oh, thank you, Clyde. What drink are you pouring for me? poison. I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't make an old man stand around in this
Ah,
weather.
shit your face. This is just going to be an RNG fest if we go up against these guys. Let's just double check. Initiative of these guys is 60.
Aye?
Imperial Assassins, oh, also 60, yeah, so it would just be complete RNG in terms of who gets to go first. If the Imperial Assassin gets to go first, and also the Marksman gets to go first, that's incredibly bad because they could just wipe out one of our units. A drink of love. Love juice. You dirty boy.
Make it quick. Liaga?
So I might give these ones a try instead. 2 lots of damage from Marksman is not as bad. It's still not brilliant. I don't know. Really don't know.
You're wasting my time.
Wow. Rude.
Make it quick.
Let's get this over with.
I don't like leaving those thieves waiting, because they start being rude to me. Anyway, doesn't really matter because we've got to end our turn. Is that you off, Clyde? Thank you very much for stopping by. Lovely to see you as always. Take care. See you on Sunday, hopefully.
Make it quick.
So, 2 marksmen going before the bandit is better than the Imperial Assassin and marksman going before the bandit. The Thugmaster is indeed at least level 5. Correct, mine. The Spearman is also at least level 5 as well. It would be nice to have one of these cities instead of having to go all the way back here to get some healing. I wonder if we can get this the city of Ragnalis, which is a fantastic name, I've got to say. Ragnalis. What are these cities called? Isha. That's crap. And Zolik City. It's certainly no Ragnalis, is it? Town in the north. The one over here? That looks alright. It's a little bit too far away. I'm assuming you meant one of these ones, mine. This one, we'd have to do a lot of poisoning, and of course the chances, the percentage chance to be successful poisoning a town is drastically reduced.
You're wasting my time.
Unit beside it is the one with the 2 marksmen. I think I might go for this one. I'll go for those units. Let's just see what the chance to succeed is. 70%. I like that. I'm not going to do it yet though, because we will just go for a complete poison fest on the next turn. Is it Ganalis? Oh, Ragnalis.
You found me.
I thought I pronounced it wrong there for a moment. Is that the name of your own city, mine? Alright, let's eye these guys up. Let's just get everyone there poised and ready to act in the next turn, I think.
What do you need?
Clyde, I think we'll just leave him there, actually. Now that we've got the thieves, I'd much rather just take our time and get the extra experience for Slut Summoner rather than potentially wasting it and giving it to Clyde instead. How did you manage to get Ganalis? It's still a good name, I'll give you that much. Oh, Ragnalis. I really like that name.
Make it
I
quick.
think I'll name my son after it. The son that I'll ever have. Anyhow, let's... we're a little bit cramped around here actually, so
Make it quick.
can we move one of these thieves over to here? No. Alright, fine, we'll just do it from here. That's not the best of starts. And she did trust me. So that says more about her than it does about me. Okay. 1 lot of poisoning. 2 lots of poisoning.
Found me. With pleasure. I trust you.
No more lots of poisoning. Well, that was the complete opposite of what we experienced in that last round of poisoning. What does that leave us with? Probably not that many options. We could cast a spell.
Let's get this over with.
But I don't think we can do that. If we cast the spell, then we could probably take out the mage with 1 shot of the bandit, leaving another shot for one of these guys. I could just leave it for another turn. Try some more poisoning with the thief, and then we have some more mana to cast more spells.
Don't make an old man stand around in this weather.
What do you
Make
need?
it quick.
Let's give that a try. There's no point in rushing in if we're going to have a bad time with it. 1 more traps when you're going to the mountain clans. Do we have to go to the mountain clans? I can't remember the objective, I'll be honest. Let's just double check. Destroy the Wolfbane Brothers. Ah, yeah. So those are mountain clans boyos.
Make it quick.
Excellent. More poisoning. Please, 1 more would do, I think. For God's sake. The mage has about 65 HP, so 2 lots of spells wouldn't be enough to kill him. Yeah, it's a lot of damage on the front line, isn't it? That's assuming they are all level 1 as well.
Oh, Lassell.
Centaur Stride is a bit damaged, we can heal that though. I kinda think we should get more thieves. That was pretty shocking for a 70% chance of success. The fact that we managed to lose all of them. I'm gonna get some more.
Make it quick.
We've got a lot of money and a lot of time in which to gain more money to replenish our coffers for the upgrade structure. So I'm not in a huge amount of a rush,
You found me.
especially when you consider that Slut Summoner is actually underleveled at this point. He's missed out on a fair few levels just due to that very quick mission that we had before this one, where I think
Get this over with.
I think all we did was manage to level him up once, which was carried over from the last mission. So I think he's a fair few levels behind,
Make it
which I'm a little bit concerned about.
Liaga.
Let's bring you lot round.
Make it quick.
And then... Well, to be fair, they've still not fully healed, so we can kind of use this momentum to keep on going. There's a little bit of our work which has not gone, you know, completely by the wayside, so they are slightly damaged. It's only a couple of HP, but never mind. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Of course, the mage doing the adding to the damage to the Spearman, Witch Hunter, and the Man at Arms as well. So we're going to be very careful in terms of which units we take down to begin with. 1 lot of poison, it's good. This is better.
Liaga. With pleasure.
Right, this is looking much better.
Liaga. With pleasure.
Oh, wow. Dare I push it a bit further? 1 last try. Oh!
Let's
think I'd be stupid to pass this by. I'm going to go for it. I just really hope that our bandit gets to go first before either one or both of these marksmen. Banner is chance to hit, which I think has been the most. I think that might be the only banner that we've come across so far, mine, to be honest. I think we had one before this one which only increased it by 10%, so of course the natural thing to do was replace it with this one. I don't like the little bit of damage that this guy's got, so let's go for it. I know, 6 successes in a row. I should say slutcesses. And with the 70% chance of success is fairly good by any standard.
If I must.
You cast a spell to reduce the damage by 10%. Oops. Never mind. We got what we wanted, which was for the bandit to go first, so I think I'd quite like to kill the mage, otherwise we're going to get all this frontline damage plus the damage from the mage, which is obviously not good. So let's kill him. We've then got one arrow or one attack left over for the bandit, which I'm going to use on one of the marksmen, I think. A lot of damage to the Centaur Strider, which is what we expected. Centaur Strider could potentially be killed by the marksman, so I'm going to get him to defend. Right. Let's get rid of you. And probably the man-at-arms. Centaur Strider can take some more damage from this guy, the Witch Hunter, because he's defending. Rarely replace banners of armors, me too. It was ridiculous in Sacred Lands when you could have 2 banners of resistance. That is 2 banners which give you 20% or 20 armor for all of your units, and both of the effects stacked. So you were effectively reducing all damage by 40% to all the units in your party. That was always the best thing to go for. That was always ideal in Sacred Lands. Promotion, Centaur Savage. Slut Spectre. Sorry, Slut Summoner. It's because I've replaced my picture with Slut Summoner. Slut Spectre, sorry. That's why I keep on saying that. What was I saying? Slut Summoner. 400 XP away from leveling up. Oh, that was stressful. What is next? What is next indeed? If we can do a lot of damage to these guys with the poison, that would be good. Master Thug will attack first because I think his initiative is something crazy like 70. So he'll go even before the archers. I would then probably just pick off the Wizard and Imperial Knight. Because I think we can manage all the rest of the damage. It is, yeah, that was very much needed for our Centaur Savage. Probably because he was so damaged. It's not so much that we've got a Centaur Savage, it's that we've got a full heal. It's always struck me as strange in Disciples. Sometimes just getting a level up is the most useful thing about getting a level up is getting a full heal on the unit rather than actually getting a more powerful unit. The plan with Slut Summoner. Yeah, probably orbs and talismans. The only downside with that is a lot of those are actually summon abilities, aren't there? But you can get some very useful talismans and orbs. The only problem with the talismans is that there is some sort of inbuilt maximum usage counter, as we found out with the Slut Summoner in the Undead Saga. The talisman that she was using just literally disintegrated at one point, and it didn't give us any warning or any kind of. There was no kind of ticker to say you've got X number of uses left on this talisman, which was a bit disappointing. I might even give this a try. I'm going to see what kind of percentage of success we have against this city.
Let's get this over with.
What do you need?
Liaga, you found me.
Which means probably
Let's
just
get this over with.
skipping out. Well, not skipping our turn, but just ending our turn there for now. Orbs that heal 475 and also damage. That's like the orb of drain over life and things like that, isn't it? It was the talismans. I think we had about 5 uses out of it. It was really strange. I can't quite remember precisely of how many uses we had. I think it was roughly around about 5. And it was, I think we found some fantastic talisman which healed all of our units for something like 75, which was just ridiculous. The only downside is, of course, that you can only use them once per battle. But that was all we needed, really. 60%. That's very tempting. I'm going to give this a go, actually. Right. It looks like she does the same amount of poison damage to them,
Make it quick.
which is very good.
I trust in
New.
you. Liaga,
We might need more thieves at this rate. No.
trust in you.
Why did you trust me? This is such a terrible life decision. I'm going to need some more thieves. Let's replace those ones. That's right, yeah. The drain over life. Is it drain over life? Or drain overflow? Something like that. Oh, it's alright, Jamal. I'm completely immune to their kind of guilt tripping me now. Be sure to take the level up to prevent any effect from thieves. What was that one? Do you actually take that level up perk? Immunity against thieves?
Make it quick.
Let's get this over with.
I can't say that. I don't think I've ever chosen that as a level up perk. I'll be honest, mine. Drain overflow, that's the one, yeah. Extremely useful.
Make it quick.
Fantastic if you have a party just full of elder vampires. This is ridiculous. Okay, that's good. Good start. Oh, keep going.
You found me.
Whoops, no, you don't want to fight. Might as well try and do a bit more poisoning with this one. Yes.
Make it quick. With pleasure.
You reduce that thief counter, Jamal, if you would please. We're getting there.
What do you need?
I think it's probably wise we get another 2 thieves on the go, just in case.
Make it quick.
Whoops, what am I doing? That went a bit weird.
Liaga,
Inco something. Oh, incorruptible. That's the one. Yes, I know what you mean. You were killed by a thief. All right. Interesting. You just had a bad experience with thieves one time and thought, right, that's it. I think I might have gone a bit thief mad, but we seem to be going through quite a lot of them at the moment.
Let's get this over with.
And we're still quite a lot of XP off this bandit leveling up, so we've got a little bit of movement in terms of our gold reserves. I was wondering when this was going to happen. Sometimes this just random bullshit, which it's completely against the story so far in this mission. The Mountain Clans have offered us a partnership, despite the fact that they attacked us on the first turn, and we're supposed to kill some of their units. We will, of course, accept the treaty because I love messing about with the AI, just to see what they get up to. Probably stay in an alliance for 3 turns, and then say, "Oh, you just resurrected us in some way." Come on, come on, you know you can do it. Oh yes, that's the stuff. If we get 2 more poisons, I think we can go for it. It's 1 more. Actually, I don't know.
You found me.
Me don't know.
With pleasure.
Oh,
Trust
bollocks.
in you. Liaga?
Heavily poisoned and finished off by a stronger leader. Ah, there we go, we get the full story now. We can now finish the map. Yeah, we just wander through Dwarven territory. Saying, "Oh no, sorry, we're in an alliance." Until we get to the ones that we need to kill. For God's sake. These bloody thieves. Let's have 2 more. Let's account for 1 dying. So we end up with 3 again. Can still plant rods when you're in an alliance. No, you can't plant rods in the land over the race that you're in alliance with, and you can't remove their rods either. Hey, it's not my fault they trust me. They only trust me because I gave them some money. Let's face it. They're like common whores. What do we have buff-wise? Reduces by 10% the damage inflicted by enchanted units. I think it's just debuffs that we've got mine, isn't it? Reduces by 15% the initiative, so that's no good. Enchanted units have 20% less chance to hit. Yeah, they're all looking like debuffs at the moment until we get to... No, that's a debuff as well. So I'm afraid not. Never mind.
Liaga?
We'll make it work, don't you worry.
You found me. Liaga?
I am here.
Let's just wait for another turn. Kill yourself for 200. That's true, yes. Hope she had life insurance.
Liaga?
Let's try again. This thief is very good. She's succeeded every single time so far. And she continues to. Oh, nice. Oh, that's right, yeah. I forgot about that one, mine. Where is it again? Oh, I've got to bloody well research it. God knows what mana we're going to need for it. Galleon's Boon adds 50 hit points to enchanted units. Which sounds bloody fantastic, I've got to say. Research cost, Runestone, Life and Grove. We've got, well, almost got life mana. We've also got, potentially got Runestone mana there. Ooh, that's definitely looking like one to bear in mind.
Quick. Make it quick.
Okay. Oh, nice. One more, I think might do it. I'm going to stop saying these things. I'm just tempting fate.
With pleasure.
Come on. Thank you.
You found me.
Well, we can definitely kill the wizard in 1 shot. That's an absolute shit ton of damage on the front row, though. Maybe we should try and poison them just 1 more time. Or maybe not.
You're wasting my time.
Oh, shut up. So
Let's
rude.
get this over with.
I might go for it. Inquisitor does 75. Imperial Knight does 75, it's 150. Witch Hunter does 50. If they, depending on the damage rolls they get, they could potentially kill the Centaur Savage in 1 turn. the mage won't get to kill him because he'll be dead by then, because we're going to kill him with the what's his face. Yes, we do. Yeah. This is true. There's always that extra 0 to 5 on the damage, though. It always makes me paranoid. I'm tempted to go for it. If we do go for it, I'm going to put the Centaur Savage on the bottom, because then we can potentially block the Inquisitor with a summoned sapling or whatever they're called. I'm going to do a quick save because I'm a coward. I think we should be alright. We might lose the Centaur Savage, that's probably about it. Now the thing is, Slut Summoner can take some damage from the Marksman. So we've got an option of potentially killing the Matriarch. She does heal 40 and that would be bad. Yeah, I'm going to kill her. "12 inches. Oh, we're alright. Yeah, yep, that's good. So, I don't know what I'm going to do from now, though. We could potentially heal the Centaur Savage. I think that's probably a waste of time. Could you place the Slut Summoner on the front line? In this battle? You have no chance. Or just in general. In which case, yeah, I'm willing to do that in the future missions when he's got a bit beefier. Got some more HP and armour. That's definitely a possibility. Don't mind doing that at all. Because the elves get really good backline units as well. Do we heal the Centaur Savage or summon in a tree? If we summon in a tree and the Marksman gets to go first, he's going to kill the Centaur Savage. If we heal the Centaur Savage, Marksman goes first, he's going to try and go for Slut Summoner. But then the Centaur Savage dies from the damage from all of these. I think I need to summon something in. Centaur Savage can kill this guy. Then, if the Bandit goes first, he can kill these two guys. Potentially kill the Witch Hunter, should I say. I think we're going to summon something in. You need to kill him. Hopefully he doesn't go first. Ah, no. Yeah, of course he's going to go for him. Fine, but at least we've taken the city so we can instantly revive this guy, the Centaur Savage that we lost. Let's get rid of these two. Hopefully we can get rid of these two. Shit, I forgot about the extra defense. Never mind. A full leadership run. Slut Summoner in the front line, all the back line units in the back. I've never really given it that much thought, to be honest. Mine. I'm wondering if we're actually going to be able to get Slut Summoner up to that high level, to be honest. So that might answer your question already. We might not even get him with maximum leadership points. That's an absolute shit ton of XP by any standards. And we've taken the city. The Empire will not stand by while you massacre the peaceful of Nevendar. Your people are as foul as Bethrazen's beasts. I thought you said Bethrazen's breasts for a moment. How dare you? We are the victims. We have been wronged repeatedly by humans and dwarves alike. We move as the wrath of the forest, and you have brought upon ourselves. We do noble work for a noble god. I still find it hard to read that text, I'm sorry. That's a potential strategy. mine. That's the only way I see it working out. Otherwise he's going to be completely useless. So we might as well stick him on the front line. He can soak up a bit of damage. Maybe give him the natural armour level up buff. And get some really good damage going on the back line. Maybe two archers and a what's his face? I forgot the name. And a mage. Or maybe archer, mage, healer. Something like that. We've got an orb of water. That's lovely. And 2 healing potions. Cock a hoop. We have lost almost all of our money in taking Zolik City. Which is a little bit sad. Because that battle has given the bandit a lot of XP. And we still need to build that upgrade structure. What is it going to give us? It's going to be a brigand. There he is. Looking a little bit like an undead. And it also looks like he's got some sort of paw as a glove. The Elven Brigand stalks the tangled roads of the forest in search of victims. It's a massive boost. For reference, Bandit does 30 damage times 2. Brigand does 55 damage times 2. Huge amount. So it's a very, very nice buff. I didn't even check to see how much it was going to cost. Yeah, 1500. It's fairly standard. Artifacts that also boost armor? Yes, absolutely. Did I have any life potions? Oh, I did. Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, it was really fantastic damage boost to the archers. Right, okay, you need to rest there for at least 1 turn. Undead are my, without a shadow of a doubt, my favourite race. And that's not because of the weapon immune units. They play a very big part in it, but I just really, really enjoy playing as the undead. I see something undead in this mission. We've seen a few things undead. Fresh flesh. Fresh blood at last. That's what the old Nosferatu used to say in Sacred Lands, bless him. He had a great voice actor. Right, who's going to be our next victim? Quite like the look of this army. Quite possibly these guys as well. They would go down quite easily if we poison them enough. Take down the Warlock and Shade. Zombies aren't that much to deal with.
You're wasting my time.
Oh, will you behave yourself? So rude. Maybe those zombies. Maybe. I think that's still going to be Death City if these 2 guys get to go first before the archer does.
You're wasting my time.
Oh, yeah, I know which ones you mean. Yeah. Say no more. I've got you. Let's see what the chances of success are for this party. 80%. Oh my goodness. Yes. Come, my beauties. Trust me. There's going to be a slight problem in terms of getting past them.
With pleasure.
But
Make it quick.
we can give it a go. I think a lot of the elves are rude, to be honest. If I'm going to make an old bandstand around in this weather, then I'll bloody well do it. Right, I think we've got everything set up for the next turn. Let's end the turn. And probably about time to wrap up the stream, I'm afraid. because I've just checked the time. It's 10:30. It's my usual wrapping up time, so I'm going to have to bid you a very fond farewell. I think we've made a little bit of decent progress. I'm tantalizingly close to getting Slut Summoner leveling up. 150. That's all we need. Then we get another leadership point, and then I think he'll start to come into his own. He'll start getting some proper damage going. So we'll maybe stay around this area and get him to the next level, get him another unit, and then start having some real fun with him. Let me just double check to see if there's anyone else who is streaming Disciples. Most probably not, because no one ever does apart from me. Never mind. That is sadly the case, so I'm going to have to bid you a fond farewell. Slut Summoner is an old slut. Well, that's a bit rude. Just because the elves are rude doesn't mean that you can be rude, mine. Maybe that's why they're rude, because everyone's rude to them. Anywho. Enough of that. I will leave things here for now. Back on... What day is it? It's Thursday. Back on Sunday with some Fire Emblem. That'll be... Did I say Friday? No, Sunday. Back on Sunday with Fire Emblem. That's going to be fun because we're in a right old pickle with that one. And then back with Disciples on the Tuesday. I wish there were more people streaming Disciples as well, mine. That's sad. I'm looking forward to streaming Disciples 3, which I will do after this, I think. Very much looking forward to that. I'd love to play through Disciples 3 again, so that's a little bit of insight there. Anyway, I'll stop bumbling on. Take care. Have a lovely evening. I'm waving into the camera as usual. I know that the webcam isn't on, but I am waving. Take care. Have a lovely, lovely weekend. And I will see you on Sunday, hopefully. Bye-bye for now. Shut up, you.